On the 27th of June 1574, Giorgio Vasari died in Florence, the city that had made him rich and famous. In life, he'd been a prolific painter and architect, but not one of the finest of his age. His enduring legacy is a book he devoted his life to completing: The Lives of the Artists. It's the most important book about art ever written, a monumental encyclopedia of sculptors, architects, and painters spanning more than 300 years. The Lives tells the story of one of the greatest explosions of creativity in human history. A period that produced many of the titans of art. For Vasari, it was a time of miracles that he named the Renaissance. Vasari's Lives of the Artists was the first really great book about art ever written, and it's still the essential guide to the Italian Renaissance. Now, I'll be following in Vasari's footsteps and trying to make sense of his monumental history, but this is no straight-line journey because Vasari's story is full of bawdy humour, tall tales, outright lies, even murder. But above all, it's full of some of the very greatest art ever created. My search for Vasari begins in the heart of Renaissance Italy, Florence, and the archive of the Accademia del Disegno, founded by Giorgio Vasari himself, is one of the city's hidden spaces.
È un vero labirinto.
Lei è Ariadne.
Filo, porto il filo. Vasari va conquistato.
Vasari?
Va conquistato. E qui sono conservati le vite del Vasari più antiche. Le consegno nelle sue mani.
Okay, I'll be very careful. First edition of Vasari's Lives. The lives of the most excellent architects, painters and sculptors, Italian. It's really the first book that got me going on my career, looking at and thinking about art. In a sense, I hold Vasari to account for the fact that I've spent much of my life following in his footsteps. But increasingly over the years, I've become fascinated by Vasari's own story. Who was he? What were his motives? How did he come to write this book in which, basically, he formulated for the very first time the concept of art that we still have today? In fact, much of what we know of the Renaissance comes from the lives of the artists. The book's revolutionary message was that artists weren't just craftsmen, but creative individuals with profound ideas to express. Vasari told the stories of all the Renaissance greats, but his epic is far more than just a list of lives. Vasari preached the big idea that the story of art was one of progress, each artist learning from those who came before. It's a powerful concept which has shaped how people practice and teach art to this day.
He really is everywhere. What a weird coincidence. Giorgio Vasari's Institute of Superior Instruction.